Shall I start the class? Shall I start it now? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
In the last class, we have discussed till converse, contrapositive, and inverse, isn't it? I told you what it is the order of precedence of operations, logical operators, and well-formed formula. How can we represent the compound statements with
Ma'am,
brackets?
your voice is not properly audible, ma'am.
Why? Now you check whether it is okay or not. Hello? Is it okay? Hello? Is it audible properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Today we are going to see some patterns of compound statements, what we have the certain pattern and how we are calling it. Shall I start it now? First one is
Yes,
tautology. First one, tautology. Why it's not right? It's not writing. There is a problem with my data cable. Wait, I close the
Wait, I
window.
close the window.
I open it again. First one is tautology. Tautology, it is a statement formula which is true regardless of the truth value of the statements, which replace the variables. It is called universally valid formula or a tautology or tautological truth or universally valid formula. Can you hear me? Or tautological truth. What it means? Regardless of the truth value of the variable, the output of the compound statement, it comes always true for all their combination means it is known as tautology. For example, can you hear me, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Example, okay. P cup negation P. P means what are all the possible truth value it may take? One is T or F. If it is T, then what it will be negation be? False. If it is false, then its negation true. So what it will be come as the output P cup negation P, true cup F, true, false cup T, true. So regardless of the truth value of the variables, the output it comes always true. Therefore, it is known as tautology. Keep him quiet. Go. Go back. You understood what it is the definition of tautology?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. One more thing. Suppose you have two compound statements P and Q. If you want to find the tautology of combination of this thing means you have to find P conditional Q. The output it comes as T. Then you can say the statement P is tautologically implied to the statement Q. P is tautologically implied to the statement Q. Tautologically implied to the statement Q. Okay, based on this, we are going to do more and more problems. This implication, we can prove it by means of truth table. One is a truth table way. Another one is laws of logic. Logic follows some laws. Based on the laws also we can prove this tautologically imply, or by means of truth table we can prove the same. Okay. Second one is contradiction. Contradiction is just opposite to tautology. What do you mean by contradiction? Regardless of the truth value of statements, which replace
False,
the
ma'am.
variables in it, it is called false always. Then, if it comes as false, then it is known as contradiction. For example, P cap negation P. P it may take value T or F. Negation P it will come false once P is true, and it comes as true when P is false. The output P cap negation P, no, it comes always false. It is known as contradiction. Suppose some of the term it comes as false, some of them it gives us true. The combination of false and true comes in the output column, then it is known as contingency. For this example, you can take P. You tell me one example. P cup Q. You can write P cup Q. P and Q means you have to write the combinations. P, Q, what are all the combinations you can take? T, 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 F, F. Here it comes as T, false, false. So the output P cup Q, you know, combination of true and false, it comes. First three cases are true. Last one case is false. So false and true both come as the output. Therefore, this case is known as contingency. Is this clear? Is this clear? Next is equivalence proposition. Keep quiet. Equivalence proposition. The statement A and B, suppose we have two statements A and B. A and B are equivalent provided A biconditional B. We can write biconditional like this. Is a tautology. Biconditional is a tautology, means it is equivalence proposition. Okay, the equivalence of two propositions A and B is denoted by A. Biconditional, you have to write biconditional symbol is this. This is equivalent symbol. A and B are equivalent. Or you can write A is equivalent to B. Either the symbol we can write. Okay, when can you say two statements are equivalent? When you find biconditional between them, if it output comes as tautology, that means true in all the cases, then you can say A and B are equivalent. Is this clear? Equivalent, contingency, contradiction, and tautology. All four things are
Ma'am,
clearly
equivalence one
understood
example.
or not?
Ma'am, equivalence one example.
Equivalence, I give an example. Wait. I write it here. P conditional Q. You go back. I know. P conditional Q equivalent to negation P cup Q. These two statements are exactly equivalent. Where are all the places you have P implies Q? In that place, you can replace it by means of negation P cup Q. Now we can prove this. First one P, Q. The combinations we can write T, T, F, F. Here it is T, F, T, F. P implies Q means you know the output. First one is T, second one is false, third one is true, fourth one is true. Next negation P means F, F, T, T. Q means Q already.
Ma'am, how you third one is true, ma'am?
Now you write.
Ma'am, how?
P implies Q.
Ma'am, first one is true, second one.
Conditional I. No. What it is
Yes,
equivalent. When we apply biconditional between these two statements, P implies Q, biconditional, negation P cup Q, which comes as output T, then only these two statements are equivalent. Is it clear or not? Now I didn't
Okay,
apply
ma'am.
biconditional between those two statements. You wait, okay? The negation P up to negation P we have. Now you have to make cup between P negation P and Q. What it will be the output? Negation P cup Q. Negation P cup Q is first one
Ma'am,
true.
P conditional
Second
Q,
one,
that one,
false.
ma'am. How second one
Third
is
one?
false and third one is true?
Second one is false. Here, you are talking about this.
If true and
You are
false,
asking
then
this?
that is false. But if false true, then how it is true?
Yeah. False true, it is true. You attended my previous class? Who asked me this question? You attended my previous class? I clearly explained by conditional in the last class. Your name? Hello? Hello, you tell me. I will not scold you. You please tell your name. Satyajit? Hello? Who asked me the question about conditional? Tell me the name. Please don't waste the time. Okay, one more time I explain it. No problem. Abu Talha. Abu Talha, you only asked me the question. In conditional, na pa?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Conditional don't compare with the English language. That is, I explained very clearly in the previous class. Language translation means it will not give us a meaning. Logically, we have to think. Okay. Either P happen or not, Q may happen. Based on that, mathematical logically, we give its output as true. Okay,
Okay,
pa.
ma'am.
Suppose, for example, if I will get up at 5 o'clock, then I will go for a walk. In this example, no need to get up at a 5 o'clock to go for a walk. So, suppose I walked up at 4 o'clock. Can I go to walk or not?
I
See,
can go, ma'am.
first statement may get fail, but the second statement may get true. In such case, we are using the conditional output comes like that. Okay.
Got it.
Now you come to this point, negation P cup Q na. So here it is T, third also T. Now we are going to write P implies Q by conditional negation P cup Q. Biconditional means identically same variable, means we can write its output as T. Here you see this box and this box, right hand side box, left hand side box. They have identical truth values, therefore all are true. So therefore exactly these two statements are equivalent. This is the best example for equivalent, simple example. You understood now equivalent? Likewise, tautology means you have to apply in between two compound statements simply a conditional, not biconditional. Okay, A conditional B is true means it is tautology. Simply you can understand like this. This implies not conditional. A implies B gives us T means tautology. A biconditional B gives us T means it is equivalence. You understood?
Ma'am, but here
Conditional
you
and
have written
biconditional.
A biconditional B is a tautology above.
Yeah, biconditional B. That's why it is equivalence. This is the example of equivalence.
Ma'am, not
You
ma'am.
asked me to
Once you
write
are
the
saying
equivalence, na?
yes, ma'am. Once you are saying conditional is tautology, and once you are saying biconditional is tautology, then what to do, ma'am?
You got confused with T and tautology. T means truth, true in all case,
Okay,
true. T represent true, not tautology. Gives us
okay,
T,
ma'am.
not
You
T.
use
Truth value
tautology
is
there.
T. You see here
Yes,
all
ma'am.
comes as T, 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 T. That's why it is equivalence. Suppose once you apply conditional between two statements, its output comes as T means tautology. Biconditional between A and B gives us T means it is equivalence. So the difference is operation, conditional and biconditional. Output always T, always should be T. Conditional T means tautology, biconditional T means equivalence. T represent truth value, true. Okay, is it clear?
Yes,
Now we can prove some statements by means of finding its nature like contingency, contradiction, tautology or equivalence by means of truth table. Then I introduce you laws of logic. Okay. Now you write down a question. First question. Show that P cup Q equivalent to negation of negation P cap negation Q. Like they asked like this question means you can do the same problem by means of truth table or by means of laws of logic. Which one you feel it is easy, you can follow it. Suppose in the question itself, by using laws of logic, show that means you have to use laws of logic only. Don't use truth table, otherwise you will lose your mark. Okay. Here, P cup Q. P, Q, T, 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 F, F, T, F, F. What it is? P cup Q, T, 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 F. What is negation P? F, F, T, T. Negation Q, F, T, F, T. Negation P cap, negation Q, F, 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 T. Negation of negation P cap, negation Q, T, 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 F. Now we have to find equivalence between these two statements. This is A, this is B. So we have to apply conditional between them. Okay, what it is, this is A, this is B. Now I am going to write A conditional, by conditional B. Here the output it comes all of S is T, T, T. Therefore, P cup Q is absolutely equivalent to negation of negation P cap negation Q. Therefore, these two statements are equivalent to each other. You understood the concept now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, likewise, some more problems we have, I give them as exam workout problems. You work out yourself. For your practice, I give. If you need any of the problem with a three variable means you tell me, I do. Otherwise, if you feel you can able to do means you do yourself. Only one three variable problem we have, that is for it's the homework I give you. If you feel to work out in classwork itself, you ask me. I am ready to do, but it will take time. That's it. Show that. Second one, T biconditional 2 equivalent to negation P cup 2 cap negation 2 cup P. Third one, P cup 2 cap P implies R. One more three variable problem. 2 implies R. Is it enough? Can you get practice with these all problems?
Yes,
Can you find out? Now I introduce you laws of logic. Before going to see laws of logic, you should know about duality. What it is duality? Duality is nothing but we can find each and every compound proposition's duality. The dual of a compound proposition that contains only the logical operators cup cap negation. It is very very important. Why? Because we can apply duality theory on the statement in which it contains only these three operators. Suppose a compound statement, it contains conditional or biconditional means you have to write its equivalent statement with cup, cap and negation first. Very first thing, please try to understand any of the statement. If it contains conditional and biconditional operation means it's equivalent statement by using cup, cap and negation. First you have to replace it. Okay, Then only you can find its duality, then only you can get corrected dual form. Otherwise you will not get dual form. You can ask, ma'am, how can we get its equivalent form? That equivalent form we can get by means of laws of logic. So by means of laws of logic, I'm going to introduce you the equivalent things. Okay, what are the statements, equivalent things? Now you come to duality. The dual of a statement. Suppose one statement we have yes. Its dual form we can write. It is denoted by yes star. So yes contains cup, cap, and negation means you have to replace cup by cap by cap, and T by F by T. Okay, true, we have to replace it by F. All F you have to replace by true. All cup you have to replace by cap. All cap we have to replace it by cup. Then the statement automatically comes its duality. One more thing, it's a theorem, duality theorem. It states that once the statement it is true, it is correct form, then it should be equivalent to its dual form. Once the statement, wherever it is P, cup, Q, we have proved already P implies Q is equivalent to negation P cup, negation, what it is, negation P cup Q. It is we proved. The statement is true means what it is, its equivalent form, its dual form, that will be true always. Okay, you understood? Once the statement is correct, then its dual form should be equivalent to that statement. Based on this, in each and every law, we have two statements. One is the correct
Ma'am,
actual
negation
form,
is not there,
another
ma'am.
one is its dual form. Negation need not be replaced.
Okay, ma'am.
You don't replace negation. Where it comes, you can leave it as it is. We have to replace T by F by T, cup by cap by cup. That's it. Okay, now you please, all of you, note down all the laws in a paper or notebook. Better to write it in a notebook. Why? Because in the next problem onwards, in each and every step, we are going to use any of the law. Based on the law only, we have to reduce the steps. Okay, and each and every step inside the bracket we have to mention the law, by which law we reduce the step like this. Okay, please you note down all the laws in your notebook, please. Laws of logic. You please note down like this: serial number, name of the law, primal form, and its dual form. Primal form is correct means definitely its dual form is also correct. First one is idempotent law. Statement is P cup P is equivalent to P. P is true means true cup true, true only. P is T false means false cup false is always false. It's dual form. How can you get its dual form? What we have to do? We have to replace cup by cap. Okay, so cap, when you apply P cap P, it is equivalent to P. Second one, identity law. Identity law, P cup F gives always P. Like in its dual form, P cap T, it always gives us P. Third one, dominant law. P cup T, which is equivalent to T always. Similarly, P cap F, which is equivalent to F always. Here you see replacement happen now. F cup by cap and T by F. Fourth law, complement law. You should know the law with its name. Then only you can do the problem without truth table. P cup negation P equivalent to T. P cap negation P equivalent to F. Fifth one, commutative law. P cup Q, which is equivalent to Q cup P. We can change the order so that the output will not get any change. Similarly, it's dual form, P cap negation P cap Q equivalent to Q cap P. Sixth one, associative law. P cup Q cup R equivalent to P cup Q cup R. Its dual form, P cap Q cap R equivalent to P cap Q cap R. Next, distributive law. P cup Q cap R equivalent to distributive law. No? We are going to distribute this P with Q, P with R. So P cup Q cap P cup R. Its dual form, you just replace cup all cup by cap. P cap Q cup R, which is equivalent to P cap Q cup P cap R. Eighth one, absorption law. Absorption law, it is like a associative law, but yeah, distributive law, but the variable comes repeatedly, like a P cap Q. So P comes 2 times means its output it comes as P simply. Its dual form P cap Q, which is equivalent to P. Next, ninth law, De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law you know very well. Negation of P cap Q, which is equivalent to negation P cap negation Q. Its dual form, negation of P cap Q, which is equivalent to negation P cap negation Q. Next, last one, double negation form or double complement law. Double negation law or double complement law. Negation of negation P, which is equivalent to P. What its dual form? Double complement dual form. Can you tell me? What we have to do? What are all the replays we have to use? None of the operator we have, therefore we have to write as it is. Negation of negation P equivalent to P. These are all the basic laws to deduce the statements without using truth table. You understood all 10 laws? If you have any doubt, you please ask me. You please note down the laws in your notebook. Have you written all?
Yes, ma'am.
Some more equivalences we have. They also applicable to deduce the statement. You please note down here. There are so many equivalences are there, but please don't afraid about this much of formulae. We are going to use repeatedly very few formulae only. I take the formulae. You please note down the thing. Other things, if you have that much of capable, you can study all. It's due to you. Okay. But the necessary things, what are they? I tell you. Equivalence involving conditionals. First one, P conditional Q is equivalent to negation P cup Q. Second one, P conditional Q equivalent to negation Q conditional negation P. Third one, P cup Q equivalent to negation P implies Q. Fourth one, P cap Q equivalent to negation of P conditional negation Q. Fifth one, negation of P implies Q is equivalent to P cap negation Q. Sixth one, P implies Q cap P implies or equivalent to P implies Q cap R. Seventh one, I write it here. P implies R cap Q implies R equivalent to P cup Q implies R. Eighth one, P implies Q cup P implies R equivalent to P implies Q cup R. Ninth one, P implies R cup Q implies R equivalent to P cap Q implies R. Last one, P implies Q implies R equivalent to P cap Q implies R. When you use them repeatedly, automatically you can get mug of these all statements. Out of these all statements, repeatedly we use the first one, second one, and PQR, not the last one. Sometimes it may use the last three. First two, last three, you know, means without knowing of remaining, you can prove the statement. Why? Because remaining all are aliter form of these five. So whatever it is you apply repeatedly, one of the form will come automatically. You understood? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, equivalences involving biconditional. Shall I open a new screen? Shall I open a new one?
Okay, ma'am.
Next one, equivalences involving biconditionals. First one, P biconditional Q equivalent to P conditional Q cap Q conditional P. Second one, P biconditional Q equivalent to negation P biconditional negation Q. Third one, P biconditional Q equivalent to P cap Q cap negation P cap negation Q. Fourth one, negation of P biconditional Q equivalent to P biconditional negation Q. Fifth one, these are all involved biconditional. Other than that, we have some more named statements. Okay, please note down them also. First one, P cap Q, you can write it as P by means of simplification. Okay, otherwise when you have P cap Q, it comes as Q means it is also simplification. Simplification it is known as. Okay, then third one, P implies P cap Q. Likewise, Q implies, fourth one, P implies, next one Q na, so here it is Q. Q implies P cap Q. This is known as addition. Fifth one, negation P implies Q. In the place of negation P, can write it as P implies Q. Both will give us T. Why? Because it is tautological implication. These are all tautological imply. Okay, what it is the notation we used here? You please note down. Here before we have discussed the laws. They are all equivalent laws. Here this is known as implication laws. Implications. Tautological implications. Okay. That's why I use the symbol like this. This is one side arrow mark. Tautological imply. Sixth one, Q means you can write it as P implies Q. Seventh one, negation of P implies Q, tautologically imply to P. Likewise, negation of P implies Q, tautologically imply to negation Q. Eighth one, P cap P implies Q, its output comes as Q. Here, if you do more simplification, addition, you should study. Okay, remaining we do not apply often. And some more important things we have. I write it with its name. You study all. Ninth one, negation Q cap P implies Q, tautologically implied to negation P. This is known as modus fallens. Modus fallens. 10th one, negation P cap P cap Q, tautologically implied to Q. This is known as disjunction syllogism. Disjunction syllogism. These all named statements are very, very important. We use them often. Okay. P implies Q cap, Q implies R, tautologically implied to P implies R. This is known as hypothetical syllogism. Twelfth statement, P cap Q cap P implies R cap Q implies R, tautologically implied to R, dilemma. It is known as dilemma. All statements you should study. Okay. Third one, P implies R, Q implies R means P cap Q implies R. This is also important. This much only we have laws in logics. You study all. Remaining we can see it in next class. When you come to the next class, you please try to know all the laws. What are all things I told you to study? Okay. Now you give attendance, then you can leave. Have you noted all laws? Shall I stop my sharing?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, give attendance. 580,
Present, ma'am.
81,
581 present, ma'am.
82,
Ma'am, chat
Chat
box.
box, ma'am.
okay, 83,
83 present, ma'am.
84,
584 present, ma'am.
85.
585 present, ma'am.
Once you have given attendance, you can leave from the meeting. 86,
586 present, ma'am.
87,
587 present, ma'am.
89,
Present, ma'am.
90,
590 present, ma'am.
91, 91, Viju Kumar, absent. 92,
Present, ma'am.
93,
Present, ma'am.
94, Goyal, absent. 95, Abhishek, hello, Abhishek absent. 96, Ria, what happened? 96, Ria present.
Present, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
97,
97 present, ma'am.
98,
Yes, ma'am.
99,
599, ma'am.
600,
600 present, ma'am.
601,
601 present, ma'am.
602,
Present, ma'am. 602.
604,
Present, ma'am.
605,
Not 5 present, ma'am.
606,
Chat box, ma'am.
Tushar,
Chat box.
606, Tushar Sharma, absent.
He's been in chat box.
Okay, 607,
Ma'am, he's also in chat.
608,
Ma'am, chat box.
609,
609 present, ma'am.
610,
Present.
Abudalha,
Present.
Abudalha.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you written city 1?
Ma'am, I have said sir for retest, ma'am.
To whom you asked?
Ramakrishna, sir.
Why did you inform me? I am your subject teacher, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
You were absent.
Yes,
Isn't
ma'am.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I entered all of your marks. Have you checked in Zoho? Why? If any changes, you please tell me by tomorrow itself. Why? Because tomorrow will be the last date to change any modifications. To give any modifications. Okay. After that, we cannot do. Okay. Abudulha absent. 611. Not today for city. 611.
Ma'am, chat box, ma'am. Chat box.
Okay. 612.
Present, ma'am.
613.
Present, ma'am.
614. Rohan. Absent. 615.
Present, ma'am.
16.
Present, ma'am.
17.
Present, ma'am.
18. Give attendance fastly. Time is 3 o'clock. 19. 18 are present. Aniket.
686 present, ma'am.
19. Okay, 19. 619. 20.
20 present, ma'am.
21. Lokesh. Absent. 22. 22. Arnab. Is this Arnab Kanu? 19. Okay. What about 622?
From 621.
21. Lokesh, I marked absent.
Ma'am.
Okay. 22.
622 present, ma'am.
23.
23 present, ma'am.
24.
24 present, ma'am.
25.
25 present, ma'am.
26.
626 present, ma'am.
28,
28
Yamini,
present, ma'am.
29,
29 present, ma'am.
30,
30 present, ma'am.
31. You are
Present, ma'am.
fastly. You have class in next period or not?
31 present,
32.
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, 32,
Present, ma'am. 632.
33,
33 present, ma'am.
34,
634 present, ma'am.
35,
35 present, ma'am.
36,
36 present, ma'am.
38,
638 present, ma'am.
39,
Present, ma'am.
40,
Present, ma'am.
41,
641 present, ma'am.
42,
Present, ma'am.
43.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Today there are 4 absentees. They are 614, 595, 594, 591. Now all of you can leave from the class. Thank you, students. Thank you so much.